Hi. Today I'm going to attempt to explain how the Ten Commandments are appropriate for everyone, whether they believe in God or not. You might be disturbed by a little kitty squealing. I have a tiny kitten, and I have no control over the cat. We'll get into powerlessness shortly. This is not breaking news. My name is Gavin. Welcome. Hi. The Ten Commandments. The first one. I'm God, that brought you out of Egypt from the house of bondage. It must be noted here that the word for Egypt and hardships in Hebrew is exactly the same. So it's open to interpretation. 12-step fellowships would have you say that you have a higher power or a God of your own understanding. Call it what you like. What it does, if you don't believe in God of creation, having a higher power or a God of your own understanding allows you to know your place in this world. You're not omnipotent. You're not all-powerful. And you have very little control over anything that happens to you, one way or the other. So, that is something that one needs to learn. One is not all-powerful, and one has a place in this world which is less than a lot of things. Certainly no more than others. And what it comes to teach you is self-reliance. Self-reliance in the fact that you need to get yourself out of your hardships and out of your bondages and off your addictions. And also that you should know that you're not in control. You can walk out into the street and get run over by a bus that you never saw or you never heard. So thinking that one is all powerful just doesn't work, and that's really what number one says. I am God. It's not you. Whatever you might think, it's not. You shall have no other gods before me. This is number two. And really, from the way I see it, what it means is you should be true to yourself and to your convictions. You should rely on yourself, even in the face of adverse opinions. Rudyard Kipling, in his poem If, famously said, "If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you," those are his words. I'll read his poem towards the end of this video. As I said, please like, I don't know if I said it, well, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to build a channel and I need all the help I can get. Number three, don't take God's name in vain. Basically, I believe that it means if I don't swear an oath. Don't make promises, because making promises that you can't keep is something that's called people pleasing, first of all, and it's not healthy, because every time you break a promise, even if it's a promise to yourself, and it doesn't matter how small it is, if you break a promise, you take a chip out of your self-respect. And it is possible, believe it or not, to get into a negative balance where self-respect is concerned. And getting yourself out of that rut is very difficult. Don't start. Don't swear an oath. Don't make promises you can't keep. Number three. Oh, sorry, that was number three. Number four. Remember the Sabbath. Keep it holy. And if I don't believe in God, how should I take that? Look after yourself. Don't drive yourself too hard. Take time out. Chill. Enjoy life. Spend a day at least doing nothing, and spend it with your family, because family is virtually everything. Desiderata famously said, "Go placidly." amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. The Sabbath is a day for silence and peace and family. Honor your father and your mother, number 5. Well, that's pretty self-evident. Respect your elders. Your parents brought you into this world. And even if you disagree with them, they're still your parents. And you deserve to be able to respect them. And they deserve your respect. Respect your elders by extension. One day, you're going to be older. And you will believe that you are deserving of the respect that you probably never gave to others, or you might not have given to others. So honor your father and your mother. You shalt not murder. Well, that's a self-evident truth. And even without the 10 Commandments and without anything like that, if anyone has this idea that taking another person's life is okay, well, you've got a serious problem, because it isn't. It isn't. You are no greater than he is, that you should be able to take his life. It's just that simple. Don't commit adultery. Again, be true to your own words. And this is more to a legal perspective, because if someone's committing adultery, they're breaking a contract. And both people who are breaking that contract are liable. So don't draw others into your webs, and don't break your word. Don't steal. That's another self-evident truth. Whoever thinks that it's okay to take someone else's possessions without asking and appropriate them for one's own use has a big problem. Very simple. Don't bear false witness. Don't lie. Always be sure of your facts before you start running your mouth. An old prayer that I learned when I was younger. Oh God, please help me to engage my mouth. Sorry, I got it wrong. I always tell things backwards. Oh God, please help me to engage my brain before I put my mouth into gear. Wise words. And the last one. Don't covet the things that your neighbor has. It goes into details. But that we echo in folklore. Jealousy makes you nasty. Anyone ever heard that? Well, it does. And I think that a lot of what's happening in riots and destruction of property has a large foundation in the fact that people are jealous. And they don't have that, or they want it, or whatever the case is. Looting and rioting is not okay. It's stealing, whichever way you look at it. And anyone that says looting is justified has a big problem, because looting is theft. It's stuff that belongs to someone else that you've appropriated for yourself. So those are quickly, in a nutshell, why I think the 10 Commandments are important for everyone, whether you believe in God or not. I'd like to finish off by reading Rudyard Kipling's If, which is a poem that my father had on his wall in his office. And he always, I believe, tried to live up to that particular poem. It's a tall order. It's a really tall order. So I'm going to read it. They are very wise words, and if people can do this, the world will be a much, much, much better place for everyone. If, by Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowances for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies. Or being hated, don't give way to hating. And yet, don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster, and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son. The world should man up. Thanks very much for watching. Again, please like and subscribe. Help me to build my channel. Thank you very much.